What's the tweet I saw that was like, why watch overtime playoff hockey when you can just like do a line of coke and jump out of an airplane? Welcome to another episode of the American Beer Review Podcast.
Good times with good friends requires good beer. Lucky for us, we know how to pick all three.
We're a group of friends who grew up in the Pacific Northwest, giving us a jump start on our craft beer journey.
Join us today while Brian, I pride myself on not getting to know other people, so do not put that on me.
Alec.
So the bananas up until like the 60s were an entirely different species of banana?
And Chad. It hit me like a wrecking ball.
Review some beer, talk about beer topics, and whatever else comes up. We invite you to pour yourself a drink and hang out with us.
Well, I do like how they score. Whoever scores first wins. I love that.
Yeah, just the golden goal.
After all the shenanigans they've been pulling with football.
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
like
but
the overtime rules.
I agree though. It's kind of whacked that in the NFL that you can play a whole game, go to overtime, a coin gets flipped, and you call it wrong, and then you never get the ball and the game's over.
Then you should have won it in the fourth.
No, a coin flip. A coin flip determines it. Come on.
And a coin flip determines the starting kickoff.
Yeah, but you have 60 minutes.
I know.
And you get the flip, so
And
you don't get the initial, but then you start with the ball in the second
start with the ball in the second half.
I do like you can win off a touchdown, but you can't win off a field goal.
No.
Or was that the year before?
That's what it used to be.
I like that.
I don't.
I like that one.
Each team gets at least.
I get it. Everyone gets a shot at it. You gotta match them.
Either it's another time limit, or they at least both need a chance.
But they also need to shave a game off the regular season because I would love to see.
They just added a game.
I know
That's
they
stupid.
need to give it back because I would also like to watch my star football players be able to play the entire season and not have their body demolished by playing extra games.
Having a 17-game season, you can't finish 500. Just seems wrong in any sport.
16 was so perfect,
right?
4 months, then you have
4
to 6 weeks for the playoffs.
They're going to be
plus a bye week.
They're going to be at 18 to preseason in the next handful of years.
This is the first year that someone's playing 2 international games.
Well, I think it's the first time
In the same season, I mean.
Oh,
They're staying over there, and another team is coming to play them.
Which team is it?
I think it's the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's the Jaguars.
Probably makes sense.
Because he owns,
he doesn't own a...
Oh,
he wants to move them to London.
Because doesn't he own a European team, a football team, like a soccer /
Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, one of like the big ones.
No, maybe.
I want to say Chelsea, but I'll edit it back into post.
That we're correct.
Yeah. Ain't wrong. Fulham FC.
You know, one time you've edited something.
No, and it came across
that you've caught.
It came across very apparent. No, he's edited quite a few.
I'm very adept at mimicking your guys'
I take it back. He just edits his stuff. Any of our mess ups, he just leaves in there.
I also listen to the podcast like 6 times before it gets.
Yeah, that's fair.
But listening to the podcast in 2 times, A, hilarious.
Oh, like double time speed?
B, saves so much time.
There's few. I listen to some podcasts in general at like 1.25. I was listening to Dale Jr.'s podcast, unless it was like...
Why does he sound like he's speaking normally?
Right, yes.
But he does start sounding normal, and then you go back to normal and you go, why is he talking so slow?
Yeah.
Anywho, how about a beer?
Yeah. Let me crack this one open and pass it around.
Cracking, is that the...
You didn't change it, so it's the Nectaron Wallpaper dry hopped Pilsner. Let me pour it out. And
you made that sound way more aggressive.
Was way cooler. It's got like the 70s wallpaper motif on the label.
A little bit of paisley inspired.
I just imagine that feels like velvet.
That's a certain
texture I see?
It's a dry hop Pilsner.
Oh, because they also have a Citra one.
This is Imprint Beer
Nope,
Co.
it's
I think this is the Mosaic.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get anything.
No, guys. What's it called? What's the name of the beer called?
Nectaron Wallpaper.
Hey, I'll give you a guess what it was dry hopped with.
Wallpaper?
No, the other one.
Nectaron?
Yeah. Yep, that one.
What's the ABV on this?
5.
So we're going 3 fruit beers in a row? No, I guess the last one
Fruit
wasn't.
beers?
You said it was dry.
Nectaron is a
Nectaron.
hop.
Okay. All right.
No, I said nectarine.
That's the one I heard.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
You going right out of the can?
Yeah, what do you think, Odin? It's a Pilsner. You can have it out of a can.
A little more juice to it.
It's a juicy smell.
It is very juicy.
Juicy flavor. It's not
Seen in the glass.
there's not as much of like the Pilsner like I wouldn't guess this is Pilsner. I probably would have guessed like a pale ale.
No, I'm getting that Pilsner kind of breadiness in there.
I get it a little bit, but it's not as obvious. Okay, so I think the idea is Wallpaper is their main, and then they're just doing different versions of it.
Got it.
So it's a wallpaper base.
Yes, and this one
Nectaron hops.
is dry
Nectaron.
Yes, the Nectaron
But it's dry hopped.
with Nectaron. Oh, I do appreciate this though that they. All right, 2 parts. One, I had a beer over the weekend that was it was an Elysian beer actually.
Okay.
But it was called
You deigned yourself to like.
it was called
Elysian?
Dank Dust.
Oh, I've seen that.
I saw that. I almost grabbed it.
It was very weedy.
Weedy or wheaty?
Weed.
Oh.
And this one says super citrus, light weed, bursting starfruit, all over a crisp Pilsner. And I think
It sure doesn't smell like the cheetah piss I smoked earlier.
I mean, the citrus is there. I do get a little bit, I understand a little bit of the kind of dank weedness.
Yep. Finish.
But it's super light compared to that one.
I'm literally getting nectarines on this.
It's in your brain.
I'm not kidding. I'm getting kind of a citrusy little bit of finish.
Oh, so this
But
beer's
overall,
from.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's from
fantastic.
Imprint Beer Company out of Hatfield, Pennsylvania.
Did you say
ABV? 5.
Spoiler alert, we do have another Imprint beer in the fridge.
Nice.
For a later date.
It could be one of their 1,440 other beers.
Oh, wow. So they're one of those.
Yeah.
Prolific beer brewers.
Well, again, with some of them, you just don't know
if it's a one-off or
how long they've been around. Well, if they're doing all these different versions of this wallpaper, you're going to get a lot of the different stylings of it. You're going to get a lot of different ones. So,
well, and it's a sticker can. So it's a kind of cool. So it's a black can, but it's stickered. So
because the label itself is pretty cool. Putting it on black
makes it look really cool.
Even better.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it's probably a limited run because they're not making. They're not printing the cans.
Yeah,
they're not even wrapping them. And this one you could actually probably pull off and put on your wall.
Woo! This would be a nice if you're a IPA person.
It's like a light IPA light.
Oh, you mean like a pale?
Right?
Like I said earlier?
Damn. You beat me to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is totally...
About like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But looking at it, could you sell somebody that this is a hazy IPA? With how... Because it is very cloudy.
No.
It's a touch too light to do it.
It's a touch too light and it doesn't have enough of a...
Doesn't have a bite at the end.
Yeah.
13,
that was a very satisfying sip.
13 different wallpaper beers, including the original one.
But do they bring them back, or is it?
I don't know.
Hey, this is our wallpaper. We're trying this time. Hey, it's our wallpaper. We're trying it this way this time.
It's probably notable enough for them to put on the website, and then they can unbury it if they ever want to.
Yeah. There's an imperial version, a Pilsner that gets up to 6.8%.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I like this. I think it's a fun variation. It'd be cool to do almost like a flight of just the different
wallpapers.
Yeah. to kind of have that. But
I did pin them to my Tavor alerts.
Okay.
So if I see another wallpaper show up, it will be coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah, how strange do they get with the wallpaper? Do they stay in the Pilsner range? Obviously, it's Pilsner
all
base,
Pilsner, yeah.
But they get like fruity or...
No, they just seem to be like
Playing
Citra,
hops.
Mosaic,
Okay.
Strata, Galaxy.
I kind of like that because then you're just showcasing what the hops
Yeah.
Have an impact on it, yeah.
So when you go have another one, it's probably a sales tool. So you go have another one of their beers. Oh, hey, that one has Galaxy hops. That one has Nectaron hops. That one has Mosaic. I really like that on the wallpaper because I know what the base wallpaper is.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Do you?
like
If you did.
I could.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
Someday.
I get your point. Yeah.
But that's a great learning tool. Like if because they are a brew hop. If I read correctly, they got so they have that beer. They have a lager house and kitchen. So for your everyday customer coming in, grabbing a pint, be a great way to swerve them into your other beers that showcase these hops that might be out of the Pilsner area that folks might be. No, somebody might come walking into your tap room. I've only had lagers and pilsners all my life. What the hell do I do? Okay, why don't you try our Pilsner? Now that you've had our Pilsner, here it is with this wild and crazy hop. Cool, we got you there. Now, why don't you try this IPA that features
got the
this wild and
same
crazy
hop.
Gateway, yeah.
And now, why don't we try a hazy? Can we get you into a stout? I think that's a kind of a cool idea to expand people into your brand.
If I were also a local for them, I would probably do whatever their newest version of wallpaper is. Every time I go in is like my starter.
Or a flight of, and then
just
then
like
you do a flight
if
of the best,
if I'm a regular,
yeah.
it just you go in and while I look at what other else thing you have, pour me a half pint at least of whatever your new wallpaper is or whatever one you have at the time. Even if it's repeat, I mean this is good. But yeah, just
because I've taken
give me wallpaper and I'll get wallpapered.
Yeah, there you go. Because my new go-to move, and you caught it at the brewer at 2 weekends ago, was what's your favorite? Especially when it's somebody who's involved, not just the bartender, but somebody who's involved. Like, what's your favorite current beer?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll look at me and go, like, legitimately, what is your favorite that you have put passion or whatever into? And it'd be similar going, all right, you guys crafted this one. You think it's pretty cool. Let me try it.
It's always tough when going somewhere and I'll kind of do the dealer's choice and be like, hey, like, do a whole flight or give me, and they always do the like, well, what do you like?
Beer.
Literally everything.
I like beer.
It's, in a 4-ounce pour, I will try anything.
Ooh. Pepper beer.
I told you, I'll try it.
We do 4 ounces.
I've done it. Well, I told you about the one I didn't finish.
Yeah.
Because it was like Carolina Reaper or something like that.
Yeah. No, I don't want to die. But yes, anything else.
Except that one banana hef I had years ago. That is the only beer I've necked and then thrown out. I've at least put 4 ounces down of any other beer I've tried.
It might have come right back up, but
I still remember. I mean, we were young. We were in college, or you were still in your master's program.
Okay.
And we were in Fairhaven late one night, and it was even a light beer that I had got, and it was so not good that I didn't finish it. The only other time I've had one that wasn't that good was the so-called IPA at an airport somewhere. We're at Archer's.
Yeah.
Down in the basement.
The Archer, yeah. We just called it Archer's, but yeah, the Archer. Which I don't think exists anymore.
Last time I was there, the umbrella overhang like entrance thing was looking a little rough and haggard.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's been open for a while. We were there for... you may have been there more recently. We were there like a month ago.
You were there more recent.
And yeah, we didn't see it.
Yeah.
So,
fridging?
Yeah, let's fridge this. Well, what's the price point on it? Because this is a Tavor drop, but if you were to walk into...
But Tavors are always going to
I
be...
know, no, but with that...
$7.50.
Tavors are always going to be a little more.
Yeah.
And to me, a part of it, that's what we got to like. And maybe we need to come up with some more...
Conversion.
Some more rules.
It's a business expense.
Mhm.
Yeah. But what I'm wondering is like for our though, like
Why does your fishing company spend so much on beer?
maybe we need to think
meal's
about
an
it.
entertainment.
What is
Oh my
fishing? Is that a beer sport?
Fishing is
Yeah,
a beer
it's a beer
sport.
sport. We'll have later, but yes, in the fish kill bag there is a beer, and the first guy to put a fish in the fish cooler has to drink the beer now covered with fish blood.
Fish guts.
Yes,
um
it's like biting the head off a herring. Same thing.
oof. I'm thinking more from like a if they are available to you. Like cuz
I was thinking more walking into... Because I don't know that I'm taking these home. But if it was available in the bar, I think that's where I fall into yours going. If this was a local bar and they have their stock beer, the Wallpaper, anytime they have a new one, absolutely trying it.
yeah.
Taking it home, I might take this one home. This might be a beer fridger, just to try it out, but it's definitely a try it bar rotation.
I might do like a
Like a crowler.
yeah, or just a every time there's a new one.
Yeah.
Like for all I know, Wallpaper could be my go-to light craft beer.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing a
Variation.
4-packer of the new version every time it comes out or something. I like this as a in-betweener. That it number one,
Yeah.
it's craft.
I'm not starting with this.
But it's but I mean like that it's still craft.
Still independent.
Still independent. It's light-ish, 5%.
Mhm.
But I'm getting like some more kind of fun flavors to it. That it's not like there's a time and place for certain pilsners and that sort of like flavor profile. But this one just adds a little more oomph to it that this particular version, I would go out and seek out a little more often than a standard pilsner. Because I like that it's got a little bit of like kind of the juicy hit to it. It's got
More
that
character.
kind of like, a little bit more going on there. And I think, like Chad said earlier, it can be kind of like a little fun gateway for some people.
I like your idea. This would be if I was a local, this is a growler or a crowler fill anytime.
Whatever the new one is, right?
But whatever the new one is, we'll try to get the normal Wallpaper.
It'd be
and see
interesting
if-
to compare,
Because
yeah.
I think that's the true one that we should actually put in our fridge. Sometimes we get these beers from far away,
True.
and it's not fair to the beer or the brewer because it's a beer that should be enjoyed like in their tap room when because a lot of these places like, oh yeah, this is like the 12th iteration of this beer
Right.
Yeah.
that we've made. But yeah, no, that's definitely a crowler fill.
Yeah.
If I was a local.
I like it.
All right. Well, I think with that, our glasses are empty. Hopefully yours are too. We'll catch you next time. I've got a couple of mine that he's clipped for me.
Oh, I don't pay enough attention apparently.
If you enjoyed what you just heard, like and subscribe, follow on social media at ABR Review, and tell a friend. Send us any suggestions for beers to review, and we'll do our best to track them down and give them a taste.